Everyone, my name is Isabel Cook, and today's topic is how drugs and alcohol affect teens and young adults. Well, as we all know, there are so many problems in this world, and we are all doing different topics. But I decided this topic was an interesting topic because of us all being teens and young adults ourselves. So let's begin. So this is my topic poster. It's lovely, I think myself. It talks about the statistics relating to how many people on average use it, drugs and alcohols, but also studies that have shown like percents and out of how many people total, like teens and young adults, have used drugs, the negative outcomes they may have, the health problems they can cause, and any other dangerous outcome that could be caused by these drugs or alcohol use in teens and young adults. It's a staggering 33% of people from 12 to 20 in rural areas have used alcohol, compared to 20.5 in cities. Nearly 60% of all teens have had at least one alcoholic drink before the age of 18. That is staggeringly high. High number of kids have used marijuana before the age of like 18 and stuff, so that's also negative. Problems that it can cause is you can basically seriously screw yourself up, including damage your lungs, kidneys, heart, liver, and many other major organs. But you can also just like make your immune system hate you because your body doesn't know what the hell to do. So, one takeaway, don't do drugs and alcohol unless you're of age. But then be very wary how much you use. Okay, so as we shall continue. What do I mean when I say drug and alcohol use? What it is to use? You can use any sort of drugs. These includes anything from painkillers, ibuprofen, Tylenol, all the way to highly addictive narcotics, including cocaine, ketamine, ecstasy, again, LSD, marijuana, PCB, like meth, steroids, and even alcohol. It doesn't matter how little you consume or use, is likely you will get addicted to everything, especially as you are young. And as long as you continue to use it, smoking is another habit, which is in of itself a topic that many have chose. But I was thinking more of hardcore drugs like marijuana and meth and coke and pain meds. Um, Alcohol, no matter how low or high percentages they are, you can get addicted to using. So it is a topic, especially in young teens and adults, because parents buy the stuff for them, and that isn't safe because until you're 21, you shouldn't be drinking, but like it can also affect your brain and how you function. And I'll go more into detail in it in a couple slides of the next slide, one of the two. Just some statistics. In the US, 46 million people aged from the age of 12 and up have used at least one substance constantly between to like 2021. In and then another 46 million have had a substance use disorder, officially credited by Health Day in 2022. As of 2021, about 43% of the young adults, so that includes most college-age students, so our age range of 19 to 22, have used marijuana for once or several times. It's quite common, as you know, because we go here and a lot of people use it. Nearly 60% of teens have had drinks before 18. Just over 100,000 Americans have died from drug overdose in 2021 alone. And opiates are responsible for 76,000 of them. So that is basically 3 out of 4. So that is a staggering number, but the others could be related to drunk driving and other drug use. So, yeah. Some court cases and studies that I found was there was a study in the past couple of years that came out from the CDC and the JAMA, which is Journal of America Association. In the last couple of years, they talk about like the numbers of how many kids use drugs, how many kids use alcohol, and how overwhelmingly these numbers have increased and will continue to get worse. There's even one study that shows that there are maybe genes that connect both drug and alcohol use to someone's genes, which is kind of scary because who knows? Who knows who has the carrier gene, who doesn't? But just some cold cases and some studies that I found interesting to learn about. So now we're going to talk about why drugs and alcohol are used by teens and young adults. Most teens and young adults use them to help fit in due to peer pressure, especially in high school and college students, to feel the effect that they can have on those individuals. So the high effect, but also how people feel so happy and adrenaline and all gung ho. But the downside is when you come down from it. Um, the feeling of sense to belong to a group or organization. It is common, especially in teens and young adults. They want to fit in, they want to feel normal, and that's one way they feel like they can. And just to experiment, because teens and young adults want to experiment, especially in college, because we're all trying to find ourselves, but we're also trying to figure out what we like and what we don't like. So a lot of people are experimenting for the first time, especially as teens and college students. Long-term effects. These are just some of the few. There are a ton more, but the main ones are respiratory issues, so can cause problems with your lungs. So that could cause you to be severe asthmatic or have any other respiratory problem. Raise in blood pressure, which is a serious problem. Serious brain damage if prolonged use, heart attack, possible overdosing, mental health issues. Some drugs and alcohol can spike with the effects of the contents in the materials and the mat- like the items that they are produced with can spike anxiety and depression in individuals. Severe organ damage or slight organ damage, depending on how long you use. A weakened immune system, which a simple cold could kill you. Sleep deprivation because you're high and all gung ho, but then when you come down, you crash. You just want to get started again or do it all again. So, you know, you're sleep deprived, as if we're not all sleep deprived by this point in the semester. But, behavioral changes and just changing the way you are and how you are as a person. It can even kill you. Let's be real. Don't want to be morbid, but long-term use of them can kill you with the organ damage and a weak immune system. So yeah, don't want to be morbid. Sorry to be morbid, but it's the truth. Some diagrams. So I'm a diagram person. So on the left side of my screen is the places and the effects that alcohol would have on an individual. And then on the right side, well, my right, I don't know for sure if it's your guys' right, depends on how you're facing, is health impacts of drugs on individuals. So they have a lot of problems in common, like they have brain problems in common, lung, kidney, pancreas, basically major organs. They all affect, but Doesn't matter. They all affect you in similar ways. So, yeah. And those are some of my citations. So I hope you all enjoy. It ain't anything fancy, I know, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my presentation on the effects of drugs and alcohol on young adults, teens, and young adults. Thank you.